Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm going to be reacting to One Piece episode 1130. But first, happy Pride Month to my fellow LGBT plus viewers. Just know you are loved and accepted here. So yeah, it's June. Nice. So I just wanted to get that out. So anyway, last episode we had a bit of a brief look in what happened to, or rather, in God Valley. And so let's just go, through the episode as we see that the celestial dragons are starting their hunt of slaves, and even people who were not slaves before this. They just lived in the island. Yeah, so I was looking at the celestial dragons, and then I was like, wait a minute. Isn't it, like, odd that the celestial dragons that are, like, the lowest rank are always the ones with the bubble helmets? But people like the Holy Knights and the Gorosei, even though they're in the lower realm, we've never seen them actually have the bubble helmets. Even though you'd think like they would, like, we know that Saturn is like, I really have to be here. But he still doesn't feel like putting on the thing, to not breathe the same air as everyone else. And that's interesting. I wonder if there's like a reason to that. Surely there's gotta be one. And then we have Kong, which, if you don't know who Kong is before he showed up this episode, I don't blame you. We've only ever seen him like once before in the main story, and that's when it was post Marineford, when both Garp and Sengoku wanted to quit from the Marines. And that's when we find out that there's a position called, let me check, Commander-in-Chief of the World Government. Yeah, so there's a position higher than Fleet Admiral in the Marines. I mean, technically, I'm not exactly sure what his position, like, what does he actually do, Like, yeah, he can mobilize the Cypher Pole and the Marines and the Warlords. But, like, he doesn't really show up in the story, so it's like, okay. Like, what does he do in his office? I'm sorry. It's just a byproduct of him just having, like, 3 scenes in the whole story, and 2 of those are in the same arc. So, yeah, it says that he was Fleet Admiral of the Marines at the time of the Battle of Edward. That was during episode 0, 27 years ago. So, I think God Valley is before that? Shit. Is it? Oh my god, wait, let me check real quick. God Valley incident. 38 years ago, yeah, so God Valley happened before the Battle of Edward. So that means that Kong was still Fleet Admiral when God Valley happened. So he was more hands-on on doing stuff before becoming, the highest position you can get that is not a celestial dragon. So yeah, so I'm guessing Sengoku was probably an admiral at this point. But he called Garp, so Garp was like, I'd rather not. I mean, I can't. Like, that would mean I have to be helping Celestial Dragons, and I don't feel like it. Which is interesting, you know? Like, Garp doesn't go against orders. So he's a very different character than someone like Fujitora, who we've seen in the present has actually gone out of his way in Reverie to fight Aramaki so that slaves can escape, whereas Garp just chooses inaction. But anyway, he's told, actually Roger is gonna be there, and he's like, oh my god, Roger, I gotta be there too. So that's the only reason he moved. And then we get that really good small moment with Iba-chan when they say, like, okay, you need to stop trying to play the game. Playing the game will just, you'll never be free. You have to step out of the game and leave it completely. That's the only way you're gonna gain any freedom. So I really like that. Then we have Ginny releasing information about the rewards that were in the island. Now, we only know 2, so I'm guessing she only knew about 2. And that's the Pulp of Road and the Uo Uo no Mi model dragon. And yeah, they show up. The Rocks Pirates, really fun entrance. Then we have the Roger Pirates. Less hype because we knew less about the Rocks Pirates, whereas with the Roger Pirates we're a little more acquainted with, since the Oden flashback. At least to me, of course. Then we have Eva and Kuma grabbing the 2 fruits, but Big Mom, of course, has to show up because we know that she's the one that grabs the Uo Uo no Mi to give it to Kaido. And that's the debt that he has to her. Or at least she considers it a debt. Then we get Saturn. And this really just heartbreaking moment. When Kuma goes, there's no point in being born if you're a slave from birth. Like, how unfair that something like that gets decided before you've even existed in this world. Actually, yeah. Once again, that quote from Water 7. Water 7 and his loving. Water 7, that Frankie says to Robin is still so important. It's not a crime to just exist. It'll never stop being relevant. And we just skip to Eva, Kuma, and Ginny already having escaped from God Valley. And he was actually able to save quite a lot of people. But of course to him it was not enough if he wasn't able to save everyone. Then we have this, the moment with Kuma tells Eva, I'm never gonna forget your face. My heart. Then we have this little, I mean, not really a montage, but just, you know, seeing Kuma and Ginny acclimating to living in this little village. It's the Sorbet Kingdom. With some kids trying to bully Kuma, Gina bullies them back, and Kuma heals them, and now they get along. Other than that, the best scene in the episode for me. Genie crying, just being overwhelmed with emotion after, they have enough food to fill their stomachs. And they just, they can do whatever they want right now. And Kuma imagines having his parents here as well. And they both break down. Ah, so good. So good. Okay. Let me check the... Okay. Right as the opening starts. Sorry, ends. That we're getting the title. Got it. Okay. Subtitles. Yes. Okay, I'm at 1 minute and 41 seconds. I repeat, I'm at 1 minute and 41 seconds. And start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna enjoy the fleeting moments of happiness, please. Okay. Yeah. I think it's still Okamoto Nobuhiko voicing him. Right, this was the same church. His kindness is immense, for sure. Sister. But yeah, it's good that Ginny puts limits. Otherwise, Kuma would keep doing this. Aww. Yeah. what everyone doesn't know that he has to do so that their pain goes away. Ooh, the animation for it though. Naoto Shishida? Oh. Oh, Jenny just staying outside because she can't bear to see that. Oh man, I love him so much. The music feels so melancholic. Mm. Oh man. Oh. Yeah. He doesn't want her to suffer because of being involved with him. And yet. Oh. Mm. No, not the freedom fighters. No, the sparkle in his eye. No. No, Genie is still reeling from being rejected. Oh, yeah, Yo-Yo. Oh. Oh, not this OST. Hmm. I was expecting that line to be more like a scream, but alright. Mm. I really like that as immense as Kuma's kindness is, he's still willing to fight when someone is being really cruel to people that don't deserve it. Oh. No, you'll see. I hate it, but he's kinda right. Many people would just abandon them to save themselves. Oh, that's sweet. Yep. Hey. Yep, they are. I love that they just have their regular outfit beneath the freedom fighters uniform. I mean, yeah, that was a natural chain of events. Hee-haw! Hmm. Yep. Big, big information right there. Well, I mean, yeah, but the name works for the Celestial Dragons. I wouldn't say that. Dragon, don't promise something that you can't keep. Oh, the glasses. Oh boy. We're getting closer to that chapter. Can there be one episode in this flashback that I don't cry in, please? I'm not sure. Next one's gonna be rough. Hiroi sora wa tobe nai kedo, fukai umi wa ってらせるから僕らは everyday 終われない everyday 負けれない守るものがここにはある予想違いかも止まれないやも孤独を今分け合い進む打ち消すんだよあの日の僕と違うから誰にも邪魔できないよさあどいてNope, not watching the preview. Okay. Yeah. Before talking about the episode itself, well, I mean, it's technically relevant to the episode, but okay, like, I'm just like wondering, you know, the church. There's a church, but like, it's not really used as a church. You know what I mean, right? No one uses it to pray to God. It's just the home of Kuma. But I just, I wonder, more so because of recent manga developments, it's just like, okay. Is there an actual god in One Piece? I know we had the whole thing in Skypiea with Eno proclaiming to be a god. That's not what I'm talking about. Like, is there, does God exist in One Piece? We know that there's people who believe in it. So I guess that's why churches are a thing. But like I said, in relation to Kuma and this backstory, no one uses it for that. It's almost like Kuma is a replacement for it. Like, I'm not gonna say too much. I don't know how much of a hot take this is. But just the way that Kuma's character is presented, not all the time, but a lot of time, it's like, he just gives me like he's supposed to be, well, Jesus. He takes other people's pains onto himself and just how kind he is. He can take people's pains away, but here he actually has to physically take it in. There's like actual consequences for taking away people's pain for himself. Now, I don't think I would call him a martyr, but yeah, he's basically, trying to shoulder so many people's suffering within himself, not taking himself into account. So that's where the comparison in my mind came from. But like I said, even with Kuma, there's uh, people like the king and the soldiers, where he definitely has a line. It's real up there, but if you cross it, he'll definitely get angry. And beat you up if you are being a cruel piece of shit. So yeah, I've had that thought since I read his backstory, so I wanted to put it out there. Hopefully it doesn't come across as bad. But you know, there's just it was there. Yeah, so. But yeah, unfortunately, Genie proposes marriage to Kuma, and he can't go through with it because he feels what happened to his mom will happen to her, simply because of being married to him. And then it doesn't happen, and yet horrible things still happen to Genie anyway, so life do be unfair like that. As if it, as if it wasn't already. Kuma held himself back from happiness because of what might happen because of it. And it still happened. But you know, maybe things happen for a reason. I like that when Iba-chan said, "Join us to change the world together." Kuma looked at his hands, because, you know, they've been called the miracle hands, the liberation hands, being compared to Nika. So that's why he's like, huh, maybe it is possible. Maybe I can be like my hero. And I think that's definitely a big reason why he joins the Freedom Fighters, aka the Revolutionary Army. Also, yeah, that very quick dragon line about, yeah, I spent a short time in the Navy. Okay. That feels like a... No, it doesn't feel... It is a big... just character lore drop. Okay, so he's the only one out of all the people that Garp wanted to become Marines. He actually did try it. And he really didn't like it. Very understandable. But I'm just hoping that we eventually get at least a tiny glimpse at what that was like for Dragon. Surely, at some point, character will be expanded upon. Not just in regards to what he contributes, what he might contribute to the plot of the story, but also, like, you know, who is he? What made him so so passionate about dismantling the world government? Because we know what we can pretty much, you know, it's obvious for Kuma, Genie, Iba-chan. But I don't feel like we've really got into that with Dragon, so yeah. He's still quite the big mystery. I think Dragon has less screen time than Shanks. That's how yeah, that's how you know he's in very big need of getting more screen time. So yeah. Mm, but yeah, what the king said as well when he was like, uh, people tend to be easily swayed by labels, so they'll start looking down on the South. Like, I genuinely do believe that. Unfortunately, people are weak to propaganda. So, yeah. I think that's gonna be it for today. So if you enjoyed my reaction, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya!